Why is this happening? Is it just costs, or is it some other kind of consolidation program that's going on?
Look, it's apart from the financial aspects of this, it's also about being able to make sure that all of the staff, have accommodation that suits what they're trying to do, that they're not fragmented like they are at the moment, because I think it's vital. If you're going to work together, you need to be together to work. And I see this as a fantastic outcome because we are a growing community. It doesn't mean we're pulling out of Warragul. We've still got parts of the directorate and I think we're making better efficiencies, not just with money but also with staff, and making sure that we're accommodating for the growth that we're foreseeing. And it's scary when you have a look at some of that growth, because I think it's going to happen fast, and this is a way of being able to streamline and make sure that we have a positive outcome for what we're trying to do.
I was just going to add that the council's been looking at staff accommodation over many council years and council terms. This is something that this council's had a really good look at. They were very keen to make sure that we weren't wasting money, and from this council's perspective, they looked at the renting that we were doing. We were leasing a number of buildings within the CBD of Warragul, and this was an opportunity to consolidate into a council building on one site and save money.
So how long ago was the decision made on this to make this move?
This evening.
Oh. I mean, how long ago was it? How long ago was it considered that this option would go ahead?
There's been a number of I've been here 3.5 years, and there was a predecessor that started back in 2006. There's been many versions, many cost implications, 18, 20, 30 million dollars. This is something that is cost effective. We've been working on talking with the council. They've been asking us to review all of our leases. They started that process in mid to late 2013, and there's been a lot of background work that we've been asked to do, which I'm not at liberty to be able to discuss, but ultimately it could be determined in a decision this evening.
Now, I guess also, when were staff notified that this change was going to go ahead?
They've been informed today. This evening I sent out an email to all staff this evening telling them that the council has resolved. I had a meeting with my staff this morning, and I gave them an indication that there was a report going to staff this evening.
This is part of a broader cost-cutting measure, correct?
Council's been looking at all of its budgets. It has been for many years now. We're looking at all of the efficiencies that we can gain. We're also looking at, and Councillor Brown might be able to elaborate on this, but this council has asked officers to investigate underutilised or redundant assets. They've asked to look at all of the properties that we lease from others, or people are leasing from us, to make sure that they are commercial, that they are providing a community benefit, and that we're not utilising funds inappropriately. So all of this work has been coming on stream, I guess, now for well over 12 months, and it's starting to be enacted by this council now.
Now, the cost of the move, though, as well. How much is anticipated the cost of moving the staff and the officers out of Smith Street and into the new offices, or the pre-existing offices in Warragul and Druin?
We're looking at. I mean, we're putting out. We will be putting out a design tender, and then a construction tender. We'll do this work that will set and determine what we can do. But our quantity surveyor information would suggest that it's going to be somewhere in the order of $2.5 to $2.7 million. But that also includes the re-roofing of the Druin offices, which was already scheduled to be done as well.
So, I had another question I had written down on my phone, so I just bring it up. How much consultation was undertaken with, the staff themselves as part of this move? Or was it all among councillors and directors? Or?
There's been no consultation with the staff. There has been consultation, I guess, over many years. There's been many questions asked by staff, when could we be accommodated together? As far as this particular variation and determination, there hasn't been a lot of consultation with staff, but staff have been asking for a consolidation of the offices together for many, many years, and this is bringing it to fruition for the majority of our indoor staff.
And I don't know how easy this is to answer. What's the reaction been from staff about this announcement? I know you just said it's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
lobbying for it.
well. I won't. It'll unfold over the next few days, I guess, just as it will out in the community. The staff were informed this morning of a decision that would be made this evening. I've emailed the staff this evening to say that the council has resolved, and if they've got any questions or would like any discussions, they can talk to me or their director.
Cool. I think that's all the end of my with. Is there any other comment, I guess?
The only one that I'd like to make is that it's not just to focus on the financial side of this. I know that Council is very much on this. This is about making sure that we have the best outcomes for our community. It's breaking down some of those silos, making sure that with all the changes that you've got to deal with, whether they're statutory, non-statutory, whether they're laws, whatever you've got in regulations, it's making sure that they're all able to work together, because what we want is the best for you out there, and we can only do that if we make some good decisions, and this I believe is a good one, because staff, even in leading up to this, has given us the wealth of information, what we've asked for, and I tell you that's a lot of it, and it's been very good information, good outcome as far as I'm concerned and the other councillors are concerned, because it's all about the financial efficiencies, but also the best outcome for what we can get for the productivity out of the staff, and hopefully they will come to appreciate that we've done that and have done that with a well-informed decision, not just a running off the cuff. And as Helen said, this has been going on for years with all sorts of things, new buildings, the whole lot, and I think this is making use of our assets that we've got now is vital, and it's important.
And how many people are going to be in the refurbed?
115.
115. That might have been here.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't remember.
85 relocated.
85 relocated.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you.